All right, so here we have a 2006 Honda Element. We're going to be changing the transmission fluid. All right, so it's going to be quite a few drain and fills, bringing it up to operating temperature in between each drain and fill. And then we have an inline filter that we're going to do that's on the line to the cooler. So the first thing we need to do is we need to start the vehicle and let it run until the fans come on. And that'll be operating temperature, and then we'll shut it off and drain it and fill it and repeat a couple times to clean the fluid out. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start it up now and wait for the fans to come on. All right, I did turn the AC off because you've seen that fan come on. That fan is for the AC system. So it doesn't mean that it's warmed up yet. It just comes on with the AC. That's our condenser fan. I went ahead and shut it off, so now we'll wait for the fan to come back on. It's gonna be this one that we wanna see come back on. All right, so our fans came on. So we know we're up to temp. We're gonna go ahead and shut it off and raise the vehicle up. All right, so here we are under the vehicle. You can see this is our drain plug. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and remove our drain plug. And I'm just using a 3/8 ratchet with an extension. Oh, I'm gonna take the extension off. It's a little tight. Alright. And it is gonna be hot. Can you still see that? I'm just trying, huh? Because it's gonna spray everywhere. Here's our drain plug. All right, so when we do this on our final time, we're gonna go ahead and put this drain plug in, fill it up again, let it run and get hot, drain it again. We're gonna do that a couple times to flush this system out so you can see what we got going on. Well, our final one, we're gonna put a brand new drain plug in with a washer. And I'm gonna go ahead and wipe that off. You can see all the metal from the frictions inside the tranny, all the friction plates and clutches. All right, so we'll go ahead and put our drain plug back in now. All right, just give it a little bit of torque. We don't have to kill it. All right, now we'll go ahead and fill it up. All right, so our dipstick right is down here. Is where we fill the transmission from. And I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. All right, so that's our dipstick. I have a long funnel. Go ahead and get it positioned so it's into the hole. For the Honda, we want to make sure that it is Honda compatible, so this is ATF Z1. Right, so it is an approved Honda fluid. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put, so this is a gallon, so it's, a little over 4, right at 4. And I'm going to go ahead and put 3 quarts in it, and then we'll check it, see where we're at. That'll tell us what each drain and fill is going to be able to do. All right, so it looks like we're right at the very bottom. We'll check it a second time just to verify that. Yep, same thing, right at the bottom. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put that other quart in there. All right, so that looks like it put us way over. Yep, so that put us pretty far over. So that was 4 quarts. It's okay because we're going to warm it up and drain it, but we don't want to leave our final fill that high. And I'm going to go ahead and start it up and run it. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start it up, run it, bring it up to temperature, and then we'll check it again before we drain it, just to see how it dispersed the fluid and what our final level is. Right, and we're going to lift the car up a little bit so we can put it in reverse and park and drive. We're going to go, we'll go back and forth on the shifter so that we can deliver the fluid throughout the transmission there. All right, so now our fans came on. I'm going to go ahead and run through the gears another time and shut it off, and we'll check the fluid. All right, so it did go down a little bit. All right, so now we know that. Go ahead and leave this out. We're going to go ahead and lift it up in the air and drain the fluid out. We'll go ahead and put our dipstick back in. We'll go ahead and start it up. Do the same thing again. Let it run until it gets hot. Shuffle it through the gears. Okay, so go ahead and pull our drain or our dipstick out. All right, so here we got a new drain plug and washer. All right, so go ahead and install our new plug. All right, so now we want to change our filter. So it's located right under here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull this cover down. So we just have a bunch of push pins all the way around. So I just have a little pick. All right, so here's our filter. We have two clamps. On the top side here, we have a 10mm bolt. All right, so we want to go ahead and remove our 10. So there's our 10mm bolt and this like clamp. And pull it down. All right, so this is our new filter that we got from Auto Parts Direct View. We just want to make note which way it is. There is no marking that tells you flow direction. Okay, so we just want to replace it the same way we took it out. Okay, so we'll go ahead and remove our clamps, remove it and put our new one in. All right, so I'm just sliding the clamp back on the line. All right, so if I just give the line a little twist, that'll break it free. We'll go ahead and pull this one off. Whoa. A little late. I'm going to go ahead and pull this down a little bit so I can get to the other clamp. Pull it back, same thing, give it a little twist. All right, so make note. Reposition our clamp back on. I do like to put the clamp back in the original hold down that position where it's already imprinted itself. All right, so this is our final fill. So we know 4 is just a little too much. So we'll do 3 and then check it. And it's probably like 3 1/3. All right, so when I put the dipstick in, I'm making sure that the handle is facing this way, basically facing the air breather. So there's a little air breather tube that sticks up, so I want it facing the tube. All right, so it looks like we're right in the middle of the crosshatch there. Let's try it again. All right, so it looks like, yeah, a little bit more to, so we'll go ahead and put the dipstick in. We're gonna go ahead and start it up, run it through the gears, and then shut it off. We'll set the car completely on the ground so it's level, and then we'll check it again. So let me go start it. I'll run it through the gears, and then we'll put it on the ground and check it again. All right, so we're a little lower than the middle. I'm going to go ahead and put a splash more in there. All right, so that's 3 1/2 right there. All right, so that put us right at the top of the crosshatch. All right, so just one double check, make sure. All right, yep, we're right at the top of our crosshatch, all right, so we're ready to take it for a test drive, and we're all finished.